And then Jenny's movement and sound class, just FYI, is canceled here on Mondays for the summer, but she's teaching, she's basically teaching it at the park. So she's teaching at Rotary Glen Park instead, if you want information for that. On here, I'm not sure what time it's at, so it just says visit her website for more information. So if you're interested in going to park yoga on Monday nights. And I think that should do it. Any questions, comments, concerns? Okay. Let's practice then. Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position if you're not already there. And I always like to just kind of move a little bit, get a little bit of physical feedback. So maybe you want to just move through your torso or your shoulders or your neck, or get any of your wiggles out. Maybe just kind of rock side to side on your sit bones. And when you feel ready for stillness, just settle in. And relax your hands somewhere intentionally. So perhaps your hands just rest in your lap, palms face down for a little more grounding, palms face up for a little more openness, receptivity. Maybe you want to bring your hands to your heart, or one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And with your eyes closed, just start to notice everything that is creating this moment right here, right now. So whatever you've got going on in your life outside these four walls, for now, just kind of let it fall away. And feel yourself in this space on your mat, in your body. Feel your sit bones on the ground, the length in your spine. Draw up through the crown of your head, relax and soften through your face and even your shoulders. And just start to feel into the rise and fall of your breath. Start to follow your breath with your awareness. Maybe you even visualize your breath. So notice if you're tensing up in your body anywhere. Notice if you're resisting, tightening, and just by noticing, maybe you can soften a little bit more. Next time you breathe in, very intentionally fill up as big as you can with breath. Maybe you sit up taller and just feel as if you're taking up more space. Hold in that fullness. And open your mouth, big sigh, let it go. Ha. Again, just like that, great big inhale, fill up. Take a moment to pause, to feel all this prana, this life force inside of you. Let it circulate around. And then when you're ready, just big open mouth sigh, release. Ah. One more time, just like that. So biggest inhale you've taken all Sunday morning long. So waking up your insides with this breath. Yeah, and then let it go. Sigh it out. Ah. Seal your lips and begin to drop into Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So the inhale is just like you're taking a really deep, slow motion gas. The exhale is just like you're fogging up a window, but your lips are sealed on top of the breath. So essentially, you're fogging up a window on the inside of your body. You're starting to build a little bit of internal heat, warming up your muscles from the inside. So find your own rhythm, your own flow, your own cadence. Stay here as long as you'd like. So if this is something you want to really savor, your Sunday morning seated meditation, stay with it for as long as you want to. If you are ready to move, take this breath with you and come forward to your hands and your knees. So find a tabletop position. And from tabletop, start to move either through cat-cow. So inhale to arch, find spinal extension. And exhale to round, curl in, spinal flexion. So back and forth through these two movements, perfect. Or maybe you get really intuitive, start feeling around on your own. So maybe you want to take big circles with your hips. Perhaps you want to just sit back into a child's pose and find a sense of grounding there for a few breaths. You might come all the way forward towards a cobra or some sort of heart opener. You might spin your fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees and just kind of work through your wrists and your forearms. So lots of options, lots of ways to explore. Sometimes I even like to imagine I'm some sort of four-legged creature. I just woke up from a nap and I'm stretching my body, getting ready to move, feeling into all those tight spaces, those stiff spots. So use your breath, use your awareness, put your awareness inside and notice what's there. So this is an exercise for your felt senses, not for your mind. So those thoughts that say, am I doing this right? How do I look? Do I look weird? What does everyone else look like? That, as much as you're able to, let that just fall away and feel from the inside out. In your next few rounds, so I'd say give yourself 3, 4, maybe 5 more breaths. And then in your own time, start a transition back to downward facing dog, no hurry. Nice job, friends. Once you're back in down dog, keep feeling around, keep moving around. Maybe pedal out your heels, maybe shift your weight from side to side. You might come forward to plank and press back to down dog a couple times. So you do you, just to feel what's there. Find as much length in your down dog from your fingertips all the way up to your butt, all the way up to your sit bones. So if it feels better to keep a big bend in your knees, keep a big bend in your knees. If you want to take your feet out really wide and transfer your weight side to side, that might feel good. Maybe give your head a little shake, yes or no. So in your down dog, rather than feeling like all of the weight is coming down into your hands, imagine you're being lifted up from your belly button. So like there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up, tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. And then feel your breath supporting you. So inhales create a sense of lightness or buoyancy from the inside. Exhales connect you back to your center. So at the bottom of each exhale, feel that navel to spine connection, that little bit of lift. You guys look great. Take about 2 more rounds in your down dog. And then as you are ready, just crawl your hands all the way to the back of your yoga mat and find yourself in a forward fold. So eventually all of the weight will come into your feet. You might have a big or a little bend in your knees. I would recommend feet hips width distance, or maybe even a little bit wider for this first one. And if you want, grab opposite elbows, ragdoll pose. So you can let your upper body kind of sway or bob or bounce. Notice, where are you holding the weight in your feet? Try not to rock back into your heels, but keep your weight a little more forward, so more in your toes and the balls of your feet. And then focus on lifting your butt, lifting your sit bones as high as you can, as you let the crown of your head just move a little closer to the ground. And then feel your breath, feel it in your back body. Imagine it in the backs of your legs. Soften your face. You're not gazing forward. Your neck is relaxed. Your head is heavy. Take one more breath in your full. Next time you inhale, find your halfway lift position. So spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out of your back. Yes, exhale, bow and fold, release. Do that one more time, halfway lift. Stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Back of your neck is really long, gaze down. Exhale, fold, release. This time all the way up. So come through your halfway lift and keep rising, arms to the sky. Hands to your heart with your exhalation. For just a moment, flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, slow dive. So hinge at your hips, reach your heart forward, and then let it go. Beautiful. Lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Nice, Jamie. Exhale, fold, release, all the way to empty in your breath. Then rise, heart leads, arms to the sky as you breathe in. And hands to heart, connect back with you. One more round, just like that. High mountain, inhale. Maybe try closing your eyes as you take your slow dive down. So just feel your body move through space from the inside out. As you breathe in, spine parallel to the ground, halfway lift. Nice, Mary Jo. And then exhale, let it go. From the press of your feet, heart leads, rise up. Arms to the sky, big stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, my friends, inhale, take your arms up. And then let's add a little side body stretch of your choice over towards the windows to your right. So maybe right hand to right hip. Maybe you want to grab your left wrist, interlace your fingers. So you choose what feels best for you, just creating length. Nice, CC on your left side. So breathe into your left waistline, rib cage, perhaps a little more weight in your left foot. Think of a crescent moon shape with your body. Take one more round. Awesome, Chris. As you inhale back to center, realign, and then exhale takes you to the other side, up and over. So perhaps a little more weight in your right foot. Sometimes I even like to reach my left toes out to the left. Yeah, and then breathe into your right side. That long line of energy, soft through your face, unclench through your jaw, and then see if you can breathe even bigger. Create more length just by breathing bigger. One more round. Inhale back up, realign. And then as you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. If you tend to lock out your elbows, invitation to bend your elbows and press your palms together, then imagine your elbows are magnetized. See if you can start to reach your hands back away from your body. And then possibly add just a little baby back bend. So puff up through your chest, lift your heart high. Maybe you gaze up, hug in with your inner thighs as you press your hips forward gently. Take one more inhale. Feel that stretch in the front of your shoulders, front of your heart. Keep your clasp and exhale, dive down into your fold. Bend your knees a lot if it helps. Hang out in your fold with your fingers interlaced for about 2 or 3 rounds. So with your hands behind your back, see if you can find that connection to your center. Bring your weight just a little bit forward and use your core to stay in your fold, to lift your butt really high. Yeah, see if you can lift your knuckles even higher, possibly reach your knuckles forward. Take one more in-breath. Nice job. Good, Rachel. Exhale, hands to your low back, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. You can give them a little shake if you want. On an inhalation, halfway lift position. And then from your halfway lift, plant your hands or your fingertips and start to crawl mindfully forward into a plank position. So eventually you'll be in a plank pose, top of a push-up. Spread your fingers really wide and push the ground away. Your hips are level with your shoulders and your belly button is drawing in and up. Breathe into your back body and see if you can take just little baby rocks forward and back like you're sawing through wood with your body. So just like an inch or so of movement. Nice, Ozzy. Nothing changes in your position. You're just transferring weight forward, transferring weight back. Next time you inhale, Find that little rock forwards. You're on your tippy toes or knees come down to modify. Exhale, lower halfway down. Try not to let your belly drop or your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up into your high plank. Yes, one more like that. Exhale, halfway down. Strong arms, strong belly, strong legs even. Inhale, push up. And then exhale this time, slow as you can go all the way to your belly. Nice work. Spider-Man Cobra as you inhale. So hands out to frame your mat. Lift to your fingertips. Elbows face the sky. Lift your heart. Nice, Laura. As you exhale, take a little twist to your right side and dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back to center. Lift your heart. Tone your belly. Press down through your pelvis. Other side, twist it out. Exhale. Yeah. Inhale back to center. Go one more time each direction with your own breath at your own pace. The wider your hands are, the more space you're giving your shoulders. Stay up on your fingertips if you can. Just work with that mobility in your spine, in your shoulder girdle. Eventually, come back to center and you can hold there a little longer if you want. Downward facing dog, however you'd like to transition as you are ready. Big deep breaths, about 5 rounds in your down dog. You're welcome to move and explore. You're welcome to find stillness. Just feel all those little tiny micro movements, micro adjustments on the inside. If you want to turn it into a turbo dog, a little more strength work, go for it. So the only thing that you change is your arms. Bend your elbows a lot and squeeze them in towards each other. So your forearms are hovering just an inch or two above the ground. Yes, keep lifting your butt really high. Keep lengthening through your spine and your side bodies. Face is soft, not straining through your neck. So not gazing forward, but just letting your gaze fall somewhere behind you or even up at your thighs. Nice, Amber. Take one more big, huge in-breath. This time as you exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop. Top of your mat, forward fold. Once you have arrived, lift halfway, lengthen. Breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms to the sky. Stretch it out. Hands to your heart as you exhale. All right. Inhale, take your arms up. And then you choose side body stretch, grab hold of your left wrist, up and over from here, or if you want, add some legs. So left toes off the right side of your mat, and then up and over from here or here. So you can keep your legs straight or bend your knees, whatever feels best in your body. Try to keep your hips square if you're taking that leg variation. So pull your right hip back, left hip forward, and then feel into that length in your left side. Yeah, take one more round. Inhale, back to center, both feet on your mat, switch your grip. And then exhale, up and over. Stick with the same variation as usual, or if you want to play, add the legs, right toes off the left side of your mat. It's like a curtsy squat with your legs. You can bend your knees or straighten your legs or play with a little bit of both. Feel what feels best or most beneficial in your body. Right side lengthens, breathe into it. One more round. Good job. Inhale back to center, release your grip. And as you exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees, swing your arms back behind you. Keep your heart lifted. So you're not rounding and looking down. You're in a little cobra pose with your heart. Back muscles squeeze your spine. Choose to stay here or float up to your tiptoes, little balance challenge. As you lift to your tiptoes, see if you can lower your butt even more, bend your knees even more. Nice work. Slow, deep breaths. Awesome, Jane. Take one more full round. Inhale, arcing Tadasana. So set your heels down. Cactus your arms, lift your heart, open up. And then as you exhale, we'll dive down. I like to bring my hands together at my third eye as I slowly dive. Forward fold. You do you. Halfway lift. Breathe in. And as you exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, vinyasa, however you would like. So you can add push-ups, you can take it on your knees, you can skip it completely, substitute cat-cows. See you back in downward facing dog. Big, deep, intentional breaths. Very nice. From your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. And if you want to, feel free to explore a little bit on your own. Maybe open your hip, roll out your ankle. Maybe you feel like taking a few little circles with your right knee, kind of feeling into the mobility of your right hip joint. Keep pressing through your hands, lifting from your center. Keep breathing slow and steady. One more inhale, right leg straight, strong, and powerful. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So round your spine, hollow out your belly, and then step forward softly. Other right leg bend. So you're in a low lunge. Take a moment to just stretch your legs in a way that feels good. So maybe you want to straighten your front leg, bring your back knee down, open your front hip. So just feeling into your legs. Maybe all you do is close your eyes, put your awareness in your legs, see what's there. Notice what's there. In your next couple rounds, high crescent lunge. Rise up and settle in. So for your crescent lunge, hips are square, front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. And then find stability by hugging in. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. It's like you're plugging the femur bones into the hip sockets. So your legs are your strong foundation, and then your upper body is your own unique expression. So feel into it. Lift through your heart, reach through your fingertips, maybe take your gaze up. Thanks, Chris. And then feel your breath flowing through, slow, steady, intentional. Very nice. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, turbo lunge. So cactus your arms, bend your back knee to a hover. If you want to modify, your back knee can just come down to the ground, no big deal. If you would like, option to add a back bend. So from your mid and your upper back, curl open, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward. Take one more full round of breath all the way down into your legs. Inhale back to crescent. If you want, you can even straighten your front leg. And exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Add a twist. So you're in a low lunge. Right arm to the sky. Yeah, so open up through the right side of your heart. Maybe you even gaze up at your right hand. Try to stay strong through your legs. Hug in with your inner thighs. Imagine you're trying to drag your right hip back, but at the same time, your right knee is hugging towards your left armpit. Nice, Heather. Breathe down into your belly. Breathe down into your low back. Use your exhale to twist just a little further from the inside out. Take one last round. Good work. End of your exhale, release. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. So you're in a wide-legged straddle position. Come to a halfway lift with your fingertips on the ground. And then start to crawl your hands towards the back of your mat a little bit. Bend your back knee, your left knee. All of your toes are still facing directly forward. Right hand or right fingertips on the ground. Left arm to the sky. So a little twist from here. Keep rooted through your feet. Connected to your center. So feel that twist coming from right underneath your rib cage. Yeah, breathe into it. Maybe gaze up at your left hand. Take one more round. Awesome job. End of your exhale, let it go. Wide-legged forward fold. So you can straighten your back leg and anywhere you would like to take this for about 5 breaths. Nice job, you guys. Feel free to sigh out your mouth. So just feeling what's there. Length in the backs of your legs, that connection to your center. Soft through your face and your neck. Next time you inhale, come back to your halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes forward. So you're in a low lunge position. Right foot roots down, left leg to the sky, standing splits. So just like a one-legged forward fold, don't psych yourself out. It doesn't matter how high your left leg goes. Just find your own edge and then be there, breathe into it. Maybe you want to play with balance, right arm behind right leg or both arms behind right leg. Maybe you want to take a couple little hops towards handstand, go for it. Maybe you want to take a couple Shiva squats. Perhaps you just want to hold where you are at, simply breathe. So your expression, your exploration of this pose. Everybody take one more big inhale. Now listen, as you exhale, bring your left knee to your nose, round your spine, root into your right foot and see if you can rise all the way up to standing stack. So staying balanced on your right foot if possible, arms to the sky, left knee lifts. If that transition doesn't work for you, balanced on your right foot, no big deal, just use your toes to help you along. Once you're standing, find your balance, find your focus. So focus your gaze, hug in with your inner thighs, slow deep breaths. Active through your left foot, so flexion through your toes. Take one more big in-breath. And then as you exhale, figure 4, one-legged chair. You might swing your arms back behind you like chair plane. You might bring your hands to your heart center. You might even move into a forward fold variation. Or if there's an arm balance in your practice you've been working with, you want to play with it here, feel free. Take about 3, 4, 5 more breaths. If you fall in and out, perfectly fine. Meet yourself right there. That's why this is called a practice, not a performance. So outer left ankle pressing firmly to the top of your thigh. Flexion through your left toes. Slow, deep breaths. Last couple rounds. Very nice, you guys. Start to slowly make your way back to standing stack. So left knee lifts once again, arms to the sky. And then from your standing stack, curtsy squat. So just like we did in the beginning of our flow, same thing with our legs, but bring your hands to your heart and get as low as you can. So bend your knees a lot. Once you've got that deep bend in your knees, stay low and take little tiny pulses, like an inch or so of movement. Yes. You don't have to get too low, so don't feel like you're gonna collapse onto the ground. Good job. Pause in your personal lowest position. Hold for one more breath. Good job. And then as you inhale, high mountain, step back onto your mat, stretch tall. Exhale, swan, dive down into your fold. Very nice. Halfway lift as you inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Move through your vinyasa however you would like. So skip whatever you want to, add whatever you want to. See you back in downward facing dog. Nice job. Ujjayi breath. Feel it, hear it as it flows through. From your down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Reach it back and up. And if you would like, a little bit of exploration here. Open your hip, roll out your ankle, circle your knee. Just feeling around. Stay connected to your center. Stay rooted through your hands, through all 10 fingertips. Big deep breaths. Next time you inhale, reach your left leg high, make it powerful and strong. Exhale, left knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, and then softly step through into your low lunge. Take a moment in your low lunge to just kind of stretch on this side to feel into your legs on this side. So back knee might come down, front leg might work its way towards straight. Maybe you open your front hip. Nice job. So just exploring what's going on in your hips, your hamstrings, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Feeling into what's there in your next couple breaths. High crescent. Beautiful. So as you rise up and settle in, find your stability through your legs. Hug towards midline. Nice, Alyssa. And then lifted through your heart, connected to your center. So it doesn't feel like you're squeezing your abdominals, but it does feel like there's a little tone in your belly, navel to spine. So you feel support in your low back. You feel length in your low back. Lift your heart, maybe lift your gaze even, and then feel yourself here in this pose, in your body. Whatever there is to notice, maybe it feels so good, maybe it feels really uncomfortable and challenging. Be with whatever's there. One more inhale. Exhale, turbo lunge. So cactus your arms, bring your back knee to a hover, or if you want to modify, back knee can gently come to the ground, no biggie. Choose to stay here or add your back bend, curl open from mid and upper back. So you're not just leaning back, you're curling open using your mid back mobility. Soften your face. One more round. Nice, Eileen. As you inhale, back to crescent lunge, arms reach up. Option to straighten your front leg if you want to. Squeeze your front thigh. And then exhale, hands come down. Add your twist. Right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky. Revolve lunge. So twisting not from your arms, not from your legs, but right from your center, from your core. Back leg is strong, like the power of the pose is coming from your back foot, moving through your back leg, and then ending up right at your belly button. Imagine you're trying to drag your left hip back, but your left knee is magnetized to your left armpit. Breathe down into your low belly, low back, and use your exhale to twist just a little further. Last couple rounds. Good work. End of your second exhalation all the way to empty, then let it go. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Find your halfway lift with fingertips on the ground. Crawl your hands a little bit towards the back of your mat as you bend into your right knee. Left hand down, right arm up, another twist. So push into your left foot. Push into your left hand or your left fingers. Open through the right side of your heart. Butt is reaching back, crown is reaching forward. So you're in a halfway lift position with your spine nice and long. Good, Heather. Take one more round. Maybe gaze up at your right hand. And then end of your exhale, release. Wide-legged fold. Anywhere you want to take it, about 5 breaths. So again, feel free to move, to explore on your own, to play. Or just hold, breathe, feel all those little tiny micro movements that come from inside. Make those little tiny micro adjustments on the inside. So create space that was not there before. Use your breath, use your awareness. See if you can notice things happening inside of you you've never noticed before. So you're paying so much attention, so present with what is flowing through. Last couple rounds, feel free to exhale out your mouth. Next inhale, back to your halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Walk your hands forward, crawl them forward. Rotate toes forward and then standing split. So left foot roots down, right leg lifts up. Think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. So if you were in a forward fold, you wouldn't be straining to look forward. You'd be letting your neck relax. So see if you can let your neck relax, head heavy, and then find your connection to center, navel to spine. If there's any way you want to play here, go for it. So play with balance, play with handstand hops, Shiva squats. You do you. If you're holding the pose, focus on just lengthening. Active through your right foot, energy moving all the way up into your right toes. Very nice, friends. Awesome job. Good poses, good variations. One more inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose. So curl in, bend your left knee a little bit as well. Press firmly into your left foot and rise. So you're pressing into your left foot as you rise up, standing staff, right knee lifted, arms to the sky. If that transition is difficult, no big deal. Just bring your right tiptoes to the ground and help yourself up. Once you've got your balance, find your breath. Flexion through your right foot. So dorsal flexion, toes back towards your shin. One more in breath. And then exhale, figure four, sit back. So weight now in your left heel, your butt reaches back. If there's a variation you want to play with on this side, now is your time, about 4 or 5 rounds. Let yourself fall in and out if that's where you're at today. So meet yourself where you're at rather than fighting yourself where you're at. Be compassionate. This is just a practice. The only purpose is to be present with what's going on inside of you. So if what's going on is you're falling in and out, that's where you're at today. Be with it. Take about 2 more rounds. Good job. I love the use of your props. I love the different variations. Slowly start to find your way back to standing staff with your right knee lifted. So arms to the sky, right knee lifted in front of your body. If you want extra, you can always extend your right leg forward. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, mobility in your right hip, use it to swing your right leg around, curtsy squat. So hands to heart, get low in your legs. You don't have to get so low that you're on the ground. But then once you're pretty low, you feel that heat starting to build, take your little pulses. Yeah, it's just like you're doing a curtsy. So curtsy, squat, hands at your heart, long through your spine, soft through your face. Slow, deep breaths. Now pause in your personal lowest position. Hold for 1 more round. Good work. Inhale, high mountain, both feet on the ground, both arms to the sky. And exhale, find your slow dive down, traction out your spine. With your in-breath, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you would like, or skip it completely. See you back in downward facing dog. And take your time. So we will now move through that entire sequence, that entire flow, a couple more times, breath to movement. So that doesn't mean we speed through it and just try to get it done. It means we move slowly and intentionally with our slow, deep breaths. We pay attention to the transitions. We find the pose before we move out of it, before we just move through it. If at any time you want to pause, you want to move on your own, you want to take a break, that is just fine with me. So please always listen to your body first. Give yourself what you need. If you are coming with me, one more big inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your space, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, spine parallel to the ground, to the horizon. Exhale, bow, let it go. Nice, Heather. Press into your feet, lead with your heart all the way up. Arms reach, big full body stretch. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, here we go, my friends. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side body stretch to your right. Option for the legs only if you want them. Inhale back to center, switch your grip. Exhale, other side. Don't worry about the legs if it confuses you. Inhale back to center. And then as you exhale, chair plane or drinking bird, bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe float up to your tiptoes, heels high. Inhale, heels down, arcing Tadasana, rise up, open up, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Exhale, dive down, maybe hands together at your third eye as you dive into your fold. Beautiful, lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders down and back away from your ears. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high, strong and powerful. Nice, CC. Exhale, slowly and softly, right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up, strong through your legs, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo lunge, option to add the back bend only if you want to. Inhale, back to crescent, option to extend and straighten your front leg. Squeeze your front thigh. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, twist, right arm to the sky. Gaze up at your right hand. Exhale, unwind. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Keep walking your hands towards the back of your mat as you bend your left knee. And then inhale, left arm up, open up. Exhale, wide-legged fold. Straighten your legs, fold deeply. Halfway lift. Inhale, fingertips on the ground. Long through your spine. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Inhale, standing splits, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to your nose, curl in. Press into your right foot, inhale, rise all the way up to your standing staff. Left knee lifts, arms reach, flexion through your toes. Figure 4, sit back into your one-legged chair. You choose your arm variation. Inhale back to standing staff. Maybe extend your left leg. Exhale, curtsy squat, hands to heart, get low. Inhale, reach high, both feet on your mat, both arms up. Exhale, slow dive into your fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, or skip it if you'd rather. Nice, Jane, heart lifts, breathe in. Hips lift, breathe out. Inhale, left leg high, straight, strong, and powerful. Nice, Amber. Exhale, softly, slowly, left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, strong legs as you rise. Exhale, turbo, cactus your arms, bend your back knee, optional back bend. Good, back to crescent, option to straighten front leg. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Exhale, hands come down, back to your low lunge, add your twist, breathe in, left arm up. Open through the left side of your chest, and then exhale, unwind, hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Keep walking them back as you bend your right knee. Inhale, right arm up, twist. Good, and then exhale, wide-legged fold, both legs straight, fold deeply all the way to empty. Halfway lift, fingertips on the ground, inhale. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Inhale, standing splits, right leg floats high. Exhale, right knee to your nose, curl in, root through your left foot, and inhale, rise, standing staff. Exhale, figure 4, swing your arms back or hands to heart, sit low. Inhale, standing staff. Option to extend your right leg. Exhale, curtsy squat. Swing your leg around, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, high mountain. And dive down, forward fold. Beautiful work. Lift halfway with your inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you want to. Mean and down dog, or if you would rather, you can take a quick child's pose here as well, little rest. So give yourself just a moment to feel what's there. Maybe you walk out your dog, maybe you take a couple open mouth sighs. So we'll move through that sequence one more time. I will add in just a few small changes, a few little additions. So just like you always do, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. Great big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, look to the top of your space, step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift with your in-breath. Exhale, bow, let it go. Rise all the way up, big full body stretch, high mountain. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, here we go, last round. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch to your right, add the legs if you want to. Back to center, breathe in, switch your grip. Other side with your exhale, up and over. Inhale, back to center. Chair plane or drinking bird, arms swing back. You might lift to tiptoes, heels high. Good, heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana, rise and open. And dive down as you exhale, forward fold. Nice Aussie halfway lift with your inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going or even hold empty as you lower. Heart peels open, shoulders down and back. Try not to lock out your elbows. Exhale, down dog. Nice shake. Inhale your right leg high. Hold here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Get as high as you can. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up. Nice, Heather. And then everybody, exhale, knee to your nose. Step forward softly. Good job. Crescent lunge. Breathe in and rise. Exhale, turbo lunge. Back knee comes to a hover. Open into your back bend if you would like. Inhale back to crescent. Straighten your front leg if you would like. Exhale, hands to the earth. And you've got your revolve lunge as you inhale. Open through the right side of your heart. Gaze up. Nice, Jane. Exhale, let it go. Walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Keep walking on towards the back of your mat. Bend your left knee. Inhale, left arm up, open. And then exhale, fold. Straighten your legs, bow deeply. Halfway lift, spine nice and long, parallel to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, spider crawl your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Standing splits, right foot roots, left leg lifts. Now listen, my friends, hold in your standing splits. Or option to open it up into a balancing half moon. So maybe you reach your right hand forward a bit, lengthen your spine, left hand to left hip as you open. So left hip stacks on top of right. Maybe your left arm reaches up. Maybe you want to take the bound variation, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. So your pose, your expression, wherever you're at, just a couple more rounds of breath. Good job. One last inhale. Now Now listen as you exhale, nice and easy, tiny little potato bug ball. So set your left foot down at the top of your mat and then tuck and curl. Get small. Take a moment to find your breath here. Slow it down. Breathe into your back body. Nice work. Inhale, lift halfway. So heels down, spine long. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and rise up, arms to the sky. Lift your left knee up, standing staff. Exhale, figure four, sit low, hands to heart or arms swing back like chair play. Inhale, back to standing staff, option to extend left leg. Curtsy squat, swing it around, hands to heart, get low. Get high, inhale, reach up. And take it all the way down, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift your heart. Thanks, Jamie. Exhale, down dog, take it back. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Feel free to hold here or exhale, left knee, right elbow across your body, push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, left to left, aim for your armpit as high as you can get, yes. Inhale, back up. And then everybody, knee to your nose, step forward softly. Crescent lunge, breathe in and rise. Turbo lunge, cactus your arms, open your heart. Inhale, re-extend. You can straighten your front leg if you want to. Hands to the earth. Add your twist as you inhale, left arm up, open through the left side of your chest. Exhale, unwind, hands to the right long edge of your mat. Keep walking your hands back as you bend into your right knee. And inhale, right arm up, open. Exhale, forward fold. So fold deeply, all the way to empty. Halfway lift as you inhale, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Standing splits, right leg floats up. Hold here in your one-legged forward fold or option for balancing half moon on this side. So your left hand might reach forward a bit. Maybe you want to use a block. Open up, so right hip stacks on top of left. Very nice. Maybe your right arm reaches up, or maybe you even work into the bound variation, Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Maybe you fall in and out. Again, meet yourself right there. Your back leg is extended. Make it strong, like you're trying to stomp it on the back wall. Good. Nice, Claudia. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Nice and easy. Come into your little tiny potato bug ball. So curl in, get small. Find your breath. Slow and steady. Next time you inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, take it all the way up, standing staff, right knee lifts up. Figure four, sit back, exhale. Inhale, standing staff, option to extend right leg. And then curtsy squat, swing it around. Exhale, get low. Good work, get high. Inhale, reach up. Both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. And all the way down, forward fold. Stay with me here, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, pause in your plank pose. Come down to your forearms, one arm at a time. So you're coming into a forearm plank. Find your strength in your forearm plank, elbows under shoulders. Forearms either parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide. Press down especially into thumbs and index. You want to modify, you can make a tripod with your arms instead. Gaze down, back of your neck long. Breathe into your back body. Slowly start to walk your toes towards your elbows. Come into dolphin pose. Try not to let your elbows drift apart as you lift your hips high. So keep pressing down with the belly of your forearms. Keep hugging in with your upper arms. Imagine you're trying to imagine you're trying to press your chest towards the back wall. Stay here for 3 more breaths. If there's any way you want to play or explore, feel free. You can lift one leg and then the other. You can take little hops towards forearm stand if you want. Just slow, deep breaths. Connected to the strength in your arms, your shoulders, in your core. One last round. Open mouth sigh if you want it. Then knees down, resting pose of your choice. So child's, embryo, puppy, heroes. Take a moment, just be. So feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Not resisting what's already here. So I know there's some people that come to class and they're like, I hate getting sweaty. I hate getting too hot. See if you can just embrace it. It's part of this practice. Sometimes we sweat, let the sweat come. It's so much worse when we resist it. Let those sensations be there. So whatever you feel in your body, let yourself feel it. If there's discomfort, if there's boredom, if there's anxiety, anticipation, be with that. So not trying to push anything away, not trying to fix anything, just noticing and allowing what's already here. In your next couple breaths, tabletop position. All right, from tabletop, we will move into a modified side plank on our right side. So pivot on your right knee, your right foot comes to the outside of your mat like a little kickstand, left leg reaches back, and then left arm up. If it feels like you're kind of sticking your butt out behind you, see if you can press your hips forward so you feel an opening in the front of your hips, in the front of your heart. Option to take your left arm towards the front of the room, so lengthen through your left side. If your left foot is on the ground, you can keep it there, or option to float it up. So feel into all that length, breathe into all that length in your left side body, stay here, or final option, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, and see if you can let your heart look up towards the sky. So press your hips forward, heart rotates to look up. Yes, one more big, huge breath all the way down into your belly. End of your exhalation, come back to your tabletop position. From tabletop, down dog. And then in your down dog, you're gonna walk your feet out nice and wide to the width of your mat. You might shorten your stance just a teeny tiny bit, but you still wanna feel like you're in a down dog. Your hands are supposed to be your foundation in down dog. Take your right hand, reach it around to grab the back of your left ankle. So either the back of your left ankle, outside of your ankle, or if that's too much, grab the outside of your calf or the back of your knee. Get as low as you can and then gently use leverage. So hand into leg, leg into hand, work a twist, gaze underneath your left armpit. Keep lifting your hips really high. Your left hand is rooted, your left shoulder is strong, your core is engaged. Big deep breaths, couple more. Good work. End of your next exhalation, regular down dog. Kind of adjust your legs, walk it out. From your regular down dog, right leg to the sky. And then exhale, right foot to the top of your mat, step forward. Warrior two stance. So pivot your back heel down, cartwheel your arms up. Yes, very nice. So right toes face directly forward, left toes face directly to the left. As you bend deeply into your front knee, see if you can track it open towards your pinky toe. So wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body and feel your right knee tracking open rather than collapsing in. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach up and back. Remember, your hips are open. You're not trying to square them off. So pull your left hip back a little bit if you're trying to draw it forward. Breathe into your right side. Lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip. Maybe bend your front knee just a little more. Track it towards your pinky toe. One more breath. Come back to a warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Set up for triangle pose. So front leg straight. And again, you might shorten your stance just a teeny bit, not too much. Imagine your hips are being pulled towards the back wall. And at the same time, you're reaching for the front wall. So you're being pulled in opposite directions. Then just your arms change. Right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Yes, keep your heart open, keep your hips open. Keep your front leg as straight as possible without locking out or hyperextending through your knee. If you would like, you can reach your left arm forward towards me, bicep next to your ear, lengthen your left side. And if you want more, you want some core work, see if you can reach both arms forward like you're holding an invisible block in between your palms. 2 more breaths wherever you're at. Slow, steady, smooth breath. Good job, you guys. Next time you inhale, press into your feet and rise up. Parallel your feet, all of your toes face the left wall. Arms to the sky, inhale. And then exhale, dive down into your wide-legged fold. You are more than welcome to hang out in your wide-legged fold or option for full Skandasana. So if you're not feeling full Skandasana, you can stay where you're at or do your own thing. You want to come with me? Back toes, left toes pivot towards the back edge of your mat as you work your hips back and rotate your right toes up towards the sky. So you want your butt to come down towards the ground, and if possible, keep your left heel on the ground. Right toes are flexed and active. Imagine your heels are magnetized. Try to squeeze them together. Maybe you can lift your arms, explore with your arms if you want to. About 2 or 3 more deep breaths wherever you've chosen to be here. Good, nice job, good poses. Let's all come to our halfway lift with both legs extended. So both legs straight, all 10 toes face forward, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Now listen here, you're in a low lunge. From low lunge, 3-legged dog, take your right leg back and up. Open your right hip, bend your right knee. Great place to stay or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Reach forward, heart forward. Lift your hips, back muscles strong. Breathe down into your belly. If you're in the back bend, give it one more huge breath. Awesome, Jane. And then come back, everybody, regular down dog. Walk it out. Awesome work. Take a moment to walk out your dog. You can either move through a vinyasa to find your way to a child's pose, or you can just set your knees down and child's pose it out. Take a moment, reconnect your breath, your body, whatever's flowing through. Nice job. Couple more grounding, restorative breaths. And then tabletop, hands and knees. From hands and knees, we'll move into a modified side plank on our left side. So you know how to get there. Pivot on your left knee, right leg back, right arm up. Once you're in your modified side plank, choose where you want to go on this side. So perhaps your right arm reaches forward towards the front wall, perhaps your right leg floats up. And then only if you want to, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your right foot, and then start to work your pose with gentle leverage. So kick, foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can press your hips forward and let your heart look up more. Nice bend, breathe all the way down into your belly wherever you're at. One more great big full body breath. And slowly release back to hands and knees. And then back to downward facing dog. In your down dog, walk your feet out to the width of your mat again. Maybe shorten your stance just the tiniest bit. Left hand to the outside of your right ankle. So left hand grabs the outside of your ankle if that's too much. Outside of your calf or knee, just as low as you can get on your leg. And then keep pressing into your right hand. Keep strength through your right shoulder. Gaze under your right armpit. Lift from your belly button every exhale. There's your invitation to twist a little more. Take about 2 more big breaths. Nice, Rachel. Soft face. Unclench your jaw. As you're ready, back to regular down dog. And just walk it out. Adjust your stance any way you need to. All right, inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, softly step through. And this time, warrior 2. Pivot your back heel down, cartwheel your arms up. Left toes directly forward, right toes directly to the right. Front heel intersects your back arch or lines up with your back toes, whatever feels better for you. And then really work to wrap your left butt cheek, track your left knee towards your pinky toe. Nice, Chris. With your next inhalation, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee and lift your left ribs up away from your hip. Feel the strength in your right side. Those oblique muscles are working to hold you. Couple more rounds. Create space in your left side that was not there before. Soften your outer shell. End of your next exhale. Back to warrior 2. Set up for triangles. Straighten your front leg. You might shorten your stance just the tiniest bit. Hips are being pulled back as you reach for the front wall. So pull your body in those opposite directions. Then the only thing you have to change is your hands. Left hand towards the ground. Maybe you bring it to a block. Maybe you bring it to your left shin. Right arm to the sky. Heart is open, hips are open, and feel into all that length there. Stay where you're at, or if you want to, right arm can reach forward towards me. If you can hold the integrity of the pose in your legs and you want to reach both arms forward, hold that invisible block in between your palms, go for it. Nice, Laura. Awesome, Eileen. Wherever you're at, last couple rounds. Soften your outer shell, so not straining to stay here, but relaxing around it. Next time you inhale, press into your feet, come back up, parallel your feet, and take your arms to the sky. Inhale here to stretch tall, and as you exhale, take your dive down. Again, you are more than welcome to hang out in your wide-legged fold or explore in your wide-legged fold on your own. Option to take Skandasana with me if you want. Walk your hands towards the back of your mat, rotate your right toes towards the back of your mat. And then it's kind of a simultaneous movement. Your butt goes down as your left toes rotate up. Try, if possible, to keep your right heel on the ground. So to keep your right heel on the ground, it's usually an adjustment of your pelvis and your hips. You can play with it, or if you need to lift your right heel, that's okay. Option to add arms. Imagine that you're trying to pull your heels towards each other just energetically. It's an isometric movement. Feel whatever's there to be felt. So your mantra, how does this feel in my body? Come back to it over and over again. And we'll meet in our wide-legged straddle, halfway lift. Next time you inhale, everybody straighten your legs, parallel your feet, spine parallel to the ground, and walk your hands forward. Rotate toes forward. From low lunge, three-legged dog, left leg back and up. Open your left hip. Stay here or flip your dog. Nice and easy. Left foot comes down behind. Left arm forward, heart forward. Yes, lift your hips. Feel all the strength in your back body, the muscles hugging around your spine, supporting your spine. Last huge breath. And then regular down dog, walk it out. And again, you choose. You can take a vinyasa to come into a child's pose, or you can just lower your knees, sit back and rest, child's pose. Feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Maybe give yourself a couple open mouth sighs. And I think everyone has chosen child's pose. So rise up to hands and knees, and then find your way into a seat. We'll take a seated hip opener or a supine hip opener today. So I'll give you a few choices. You have the choice of seated pigeon like this. So we'll start with our right shin on our outer left ankle. So sitting in this way, rather than rounding and collapsing, lift. Closer you get your heel to your butt, closer you get your legs to your chest, the more you'll feel it. So option 1. Option 2, double pigeon fire log pose. So your shins are stacked one on top of the other. This is different than this. So we're not going for this. Outer ankle, inner knee. You can work with a forward fold, or if you want to go for cow face, this will be the most intense. Knees stacked. Try to keep sit bones rooted if you can. Either sit tall or work with folding forward. If none of those sound good, just come down onto your back. Supine pigeon, totally fine. So you choose what would be most beneficial or skillful for you. Bye, Ben. Thanks for coming. And then about 5 to 7 rounds. Just be with it. Breathe into it. Whatever sensations there, just let it be there. I'll come around with a little essential oil spritz. If you are allergic or don't want it near you, just give me a little raise of your hand. Rather, in these moments, rather than going somewhere else, thinking about your grocery list or what you've got going on later today, see if you can stay here, stay in your body, stay with your big deep breaths, stay with sensation. Good job, you guys. About 3 or 4 more breaths on this side. Soft through your face and your jaw. I even like to imagine if I could soften through my heart space, what would that feel like? Last big, huge full body breath. If you want to sigh it out your mouth, go for it. Ah. And then uncross your legs or unwind your body however you need to. Take some neutralizing movement in between sides. So options, you might windshield wiper your knees a couple times side to side. You might want a reverse plank or reverse tabletop. Maybe you just want a full body stretch if you're on your back. So anything goes, and then set yourself up on the other side and start settling in. You're like, which leg? Well, I cued right. So if you're following me, you're on your left, but just make sure you get both sides. I saw some people on their left last time. So like, I really don't know where I was. I don't know where you were either, but good job, friends. Keep that flexion through your ankle, or I should say flexion through your toes, strong ankle. Send your breath all the way down into your hips. You can even imagine, just with your imagination, imagine your breath moving down to your hips. I'm trying to use my imagination more so I can connect to my third eye. Your third eye is the center of your imagination. So connect back to it, visualize, imagine. Something we do all the time as children, but as we get older, we think it's useless, so we stop using our imagination. Our imagination is really powerful, actually. Start connecting back to it. Take about 5 more breaths. Welcoming and sensation rather than resisting it. So you come to yoga, not so that you can be comfortable the entire time. Nobody's comfortable in yoga 100% of the time. We come so that we can be uncomfortable and learn to sit in that discomfort, with that discomfort, to breathe into it, to soften around it. So whatever's there, just let it be there. You're the observer, you're the witness. I'm going to leave it up to you ultimately. I would say maybe a couple more rounds. But just when you feel pretty much even on both sides, you can ease your way out and take one more time any counter poses you want to. So same options, windshield wiper with your knees, reverse plank, reverse tabletop. Eventually, everybody come all the way down onto your back. And once you are on your back, no hurry. Just hug your knees in and take a little rock from side to side. And after a few rocks, supine spinal twist of your choice. Knees to the right, left arm out to the left. Really give your weight to the ground, to the earth. And then as you're ready, just find your way to the other side. And when you feel pretty even on both sides, start a transition back to center. And any finishing poses of your choice for about 5 to 10 breaths. So happy baby is always a good one at the end of practice. Maybe you want to take an inversion. Maybe you want one last heart opener, bridge, upward facing bow, fish. So anything your body is calling for, and if that's Shavasana, go right for Shavasana. Everyone in your next 5 to 10 breaths, start transitioning into your final relaxation. As you get there, take your time. I will read to you. This is by Thich Nhat Hanh, who is a Tibetan monk. He says, "We are very good at preparing to live, but not very good at living. We know how to sacrifice 10 years for a diploma, and we are willing to work very hard to get a job, a car, a house, and so on. But we have difficulty remembering that we are alive in the present moment, the only moment there is for us to be alive. We are very good at preparing to live, but not very good at living. We know how to sacrifice 10 years for a diploma, and we are willing to work a very hard job to get a car, a house, and so on. But we have difficulty remembering that we are alive in the present moment, the only moment there is for us to be alive. So for these last few moments, can you just be here? Letting go of what's going to happen in the future, any accomplishments you're going to achieve in the future. And just allowing yourself to feel what's here right now, to feel yourself as you are in this present moment, to feel all the aliveness inside of you. So this last little bit as I play my bowls, just imagine your body as this great, big, wide open space for energy to flow through. And just let the vibrations of the bowls resonate inside of you. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. And just bring movement back into fingers, toes. Slowly wake your body up. And as you are ready, roll to either side, fetal position. And take a moment there, just resting, feeling your body against the ground, feeling your breath in your back body. And then using the strength in your arms, guide yourself up into seated meditation, right back where we started. Close your eyes, gather your hands to your heart. And just bow your head to your heart in acknowledgement and gratitude. Just thank yourself for being here, making the effort to show up on your mat, to do your practice, to be more present, to connect with yourself in a deeper way. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, friends, thank you so much for showing up. Ruby, she's the best. I forgot to say happy Father's Day at the beginning of class. I don't know if there's any fathers in here, but happy Father's Day. So, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Zoomies. Ruby's wagging her tail today. Yeah, so such a good girl. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Hi, baby. Love you guys. Thank you for being here.